Now here's a shot of the tail remounted to the bike after being cleaned. You can also see I'm using a bike stand here. This raises the back tire off of the ground probably another 4 or 5 inches, which creates a better work height for working with applying the wrap to the side if you're seated. And it's also very stable. You can see we can shake the bike and it doesn't move at all. So I do recommend working with this type setup. Now here's a shot of the tail. We're actually getting ready to set it up for masking it off to make sure everything fits. So I've got my piece here. Basically what I like to do is go ahead and kind of size it up. First, let's go ahead and get a couple pieces of masking tape ready. Just rip off a couple 3-inch sections that we're going to be able to grab quickly whenever we get it positioned. And just stick it to the frame of the bike here, so we can easily access it. Probably around 4 is going to do it. Now we can grab those hands free whenever we're ready to tape it off once we have it positioned. So let's go ahead and mount it to, or go ahead and position it. You can start seeing where the wrap material is going to be at the bottom. Make sure and bring it to the edge. So we'll scoot it back there. Something like that. Let's hold that there for a second. Make sure it matches over the front and that we've got enough for it to see. You may have to twist it a little bit too, so not only are you moving it left and right, you're actually repositioning it, twisting it wise. There we go. So now that we have it positioned, let's tape it from the back. And then pull down the front, tape it. I'm actually going to peel away the bottom first because the top area is taped up. And that's going to allow me to let this kind of hang down and I can work it down away from this portion. I'm going to peel the bottom half of this back. Kind of just broke free, so I want to make sure and measure this off. I think it still looks good. Let me remat this down here. You want to make sure and have it held down properly at the top so it doesn't scoot around and reposition too much. Okay, so now let's fold this back from here. Let's go probably almost as high up as we can, something like that. And peel the backing back. Make sure to not slice into the wrap material. Just carefully cut away the backing. Now let's take that top portion that we had stuck to itself up there, and let's go ahead and at the high point right here where it touches the tail, I want to go ahead and just tack it down there. That gives me a good starting point, because here I can pull away and there might be a little bit of creases under the seat at this way, or at the front whenever I have to start pulling it, towards this way. But I want to make sure I get this side area nice and flat. So we can go ahead and grab the squeegee and just start applying this along where we cut our seam. Something like that. And down and away. And you can see it's going on really smoothly and easily there. Go ahead and may have to lift it up just a little bit to get some of the wrinkles out. And for this section, I'm not even using the torch. It's such a large flat area. It just goes on really easily. There's not all pulling or anything like that. So once the tail's cleaned and mounted, it's really probably one of the easiest portions to wrap. Go ahead and take off the top now. Ideally, where I'd like to get the backing peeled off is about, maybe a couple inches just below the seat line, so we can at least get this portion of the wrap tacked up. But I was just a hair below it. That's fine. We can still get to it. I might have to just peel some of this off a little bit there. And you can see it all hangs down out of the way. No problem, because we started from the bottom. This is a portion where if you were working on a table with a flat surface, it would start really getting in the way. It'd start touching itself. It'd be really aggravating to work with. And the way I've got it set up now, it's not really too much of a bind. So now let's go ahead and peel this back over. Now if I peel it, I want to pull it out like that. You can see that's letting us pull up this area pretty tight here, and it's sticking pretty flush without even doing a lot of work. Let's go ahead and sum this out a little bit. There's the recess where the seat hole is. We can tuck down in there. That's the area that we painted black. Pull this out just a little bit. Okay. Goes on pretty effortless. May have to squeegee it just a little bit. Pull it as you squeegee it. Get some of the wrinkles out. Now right here it's starting to go over the lip edge. That's all I want to do for now is just get this top area of the tail tucked in before I start working with the bottom. Pull that on out there just to get it out of the way. Now let's go ahead and come back to the back area. Same deal here. Let's just lift it up and grab 2 points of the wrap, pull it back. There we go. It goes on pretty effortlessly. Let's just squeegee it down a little bit there. And it's starting to come in where it's touching the solo tail cover. Here's an area where there's a little bit of wrinkles. Pull that down. Okay. And now we've got up to the portion where I've peeled the backing back. Let's go ahead and take the rest of the backing off, why don't we? And go ahead and wrap it, the top portion all the way around. Now if you had a seat mounted instead of a solo tail cover, you just want to make sure and take your seat off so you can tuck it in and wrap it easily. Now still, like I said, because we started from the bottom, this top portion hangs down away. Just make sure it doesn't fall onto itself. And then when you pull it over, you want to make sure and pull it from 2 sides. Grab the upper portion, pull it tight. And this is an area where if you had 2 people, it would help a little bit. I think we're doing okay though. Just me. Now you can see this area is starting to come up. And apply it in there pretty smoothly. Go ahead and grab the edge here and pull it tight if we can. There's a little bit of wrinkle there. I think I'll be able to get it pretty easy. Just pull it out and squeeze it down.